Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Very good morning. Very good morning.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much. What about you all?
Fine.
Fine? All right. Very good.
Ma'am?
Yes? Yes, Rishit?
Ma'am, I am writing a diary.
You're writing, you have started writing a diary? Very good. Please keep the format in mind.
Last class, first class.
Okay, fair. Very good. Very good. So, what is the most important thing that is to be remembered and followed while writing a diary entry?
First, we have
Yes, the diary entry is to be made using the first person pronoun I. Yes, very good, very good.
Ma'am, page number.
Yes, I will tell you. Kindly mute your devices, all of you. Okay. I want all of you to be on the new lesson, that is lesson number 12. Lesson number 12. For that, I want all of you to be on page number 24. Page number 24. Ready? Poem. Are you ready? Just give me a second. The title of the poem is A Good Play. A Good Play. What is the title of the poem? A Good Play. Right. Now, from the title, we have understood that this poem is all about something that is good. Right? Good. Something that is positive. Teaches us some things. Some great things. But it is a play. At the same time, it is good. But at the same time, it is a play. What is a play? What do you understand by the term play? What is play? Those who wish to answer, raise your hands. What is play? Sorry. You all are very good at playing, right? Okay. What do you understand by the word play?
Ma'am, play are that we can do playing with the toys.
Play means something that keeps you entertained, right? Keep your devices muted, please listen. Playing means something that you do to entertain yourselves. Am I right? Something that you do to entertain yourselves. Right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, there are different types of games which you can play. Can you name a few of those types of games?
Cricket.
No, I don't want you to tell me the names of games. I asked you the different types of games, names of different types of games.
Indoor games.
Yes, very good. Then,
Outdoor games.
yes, indoor games and outdoor games. Indoor games are games that can be played inside the houses, and outdoor games are those which can be played outside. We have done an exercise based on the names of outdoor games and activities, right? Yes. But in this particular poem titled A Good Play, we are going to understand about a different kind of play, a totally different kind of play. That is a play which is done as per the imagination of the children. Imagination. See, we want to do many things in life. For example, I know that some boys here want to become Spider-Man or Superman. Yes? Am I right? Maybe in your imagination. But is it possible in real life to become Spider-Man or Superman? No, it's not possible. But we can definitely wear a costume of the Spider-Man or Superman. Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes. So through our activities, it is possible for us to live our dreams. It is possible to live our dreams or our imagination. And the same thing is being done by the children here in this particular poem. Are you ready to learn? Move ahead with the poem.
Yes.
Yes, you have got some idea about it now, right? Yes. Parvana, mute your device. Okay. So the title of lesson number 12 is A Good Play. A Good Play. Now, this is the poem. I hope it is in front of you on page number 24. Are you all on the same page, 24?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Before we start understanding the poem, let me inform you that the poet of this poem is R.L. Stevenson. R.L. Stevenson. Let me introduce you to the poet. This person, this great eminent person whom you see on your screen is R.L. Stevenson. His name is R.L. Stevenson, wherein R stands for Robert, L stands for Lewis, and Stevenson is his last name. R.L. Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson. Okay? Yeah, keep your devices muted and repeat the name of the poet. Robert Louis Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson. In short, the name can also be written as R.L. Stevenson. Clear? Okay. Let us continue. Aiden, Rojo, read the first stanza of the poem.
We built a ship.
A ship, not a ship. A ship.
A ship upon the stars.
Stars? Is that stars?
Stairs.
S-T-A-I-R-S.
Stairs.
Stairs.
Stairs
Hmm?
are made of the black.
Hmm? Don't be in a hurry. Read it clearly and correctly.
Back bedroom chairs
Hmm.
and filled it full of sofa pillows
Hmm?
to go a sailing on
To
the,
go a sailing.
to go a sailing on the pillows.
On the billows. To go a sailing on the billows. Okay, good, Aiden. I want you to read it a little more carefully. You are reading quite well, but you are pronouncing some of the words wrongly. So observe the words carefully, read them properly, and then check the pronunciation, okay? So as I have already told you, this play is all a part of the imagination of the children. They wanted to go sailing. As per the poem, the children who are playing wanted to go sailing. What do you understand by the term sailing? What is sailing? What is sailing? To float on the water. Very good. Sailing means to travel on water or to float on water. We have learnt about two vehicles which sail on water.
Ship, boats.
Boats and ships. Where do the boats sail?
On the river.
Boats sail on the rivers and
Sails on the sail.
bird. Okay, boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas. So here also the children want to go sailing, and for that they have built a ship. Do they have a ship of their own? No.
No.
So to make their dreams come true, to make their imagination come true, they have built a ship where upon the stairs of their house, they are imagining, and accordingly they have built a ship upon the stairs of their house. And what did they make use of to build the ship? All made of the back bedroom chairs. What did they make use of to build the ship? They made use of the chairs that were kept in the back bedroom of their house. The bedroom that was at the back of their house. Now, after building the ship, they have to fill it with something, right? To make it look like a ship. They filled it full of sofa pillows. See, at home, when we use a sofa, we keep some pillows on it, small ones. Those are actually called throws, not pillows. The pillows are the ones which we use on bed while sleeping. Okay, the big ones. But the ones that we use generally on the sofas are called throws. All right. And they filled their built ship using the sofa pillows. And why did they do all this? Because they wanted to go a-sailing. A-sailing means the activity of sailing. A-sailing. They wanted to go a-sailing on the billows. I want all of you to have a look at this image here. On the top left side. Did everybody have a look? These are the billows. What do you see there? Unmute.
What?
Zishan, unmute. What do you see there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what do you see in that image? Billows. Did you see the picture on page number 24? Top left. What do you see in that image?
Billows.
Billows. What are they? Look at it and tell me, what are they? Tell me another word used for them. What are billows also called? Look at the image and try to tell me, what do you understand from that image? Billows are? What are they? Zishan? Yes?
Throw.
Rishit? Waves, yes. Billows are large waves. Have you seen the video of like on TV and all, huge waves?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. Yes. So billows are large waves. Where do we get to see waves? In which place?
Seas.
In the seas. Yes.
Seas.
Has anybody got the experience of sailing? Have you all, anybody traveled by boat or ship?
Yes, ma'am.
Anywhere? Yes, Pranav. Share your experience. Come on.
Ma'am, the houseboat and speedboat.
You have traveled on a houseboat and a
Speedboat
speedboat. How was the experience?
was good.
It was good. Did you get to see any waves?
No.
No. But you must definitely have been able to see the ripples. Ripples means the small ones. The water keeps moving, right? That is called, when it moves slowly, that is called ripples. Okay. And the huge ones are called waves.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, when the water current is moving slowly, it is called ripples. And the strong and huge ones are called waves. Understood the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my dear. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else wants to share their experience?
Ma'am.
Yeah, who's that?
Ma'am,
Niharika, continue.
Near my house there is a river, but I have never traveled in a boat. But
You didn't get to see any huge waves, right?
yes,
Okay, okay.
ripples I had seen.
How was the experience? Did you enjoy?
Yes.
Yes, you had a good time. Do you know swimming?
No.
No, if you learn swimming, you will be able to enjoy the trip. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, that is for everybody. Thank you for sharing, my dear.
Okay. Ma'am.
Okay, good. Yeah? Come on.
I have got Nora.
Yeah. Come on.
I have gone on the boat. There was, I got the experience. There was small rips.
Small?
Rips. Not waves.
Ripples.
Yes, ripples.
Ripples. Okay, they were small ripples.
Then
Okay.
the wind was coming near me.
Okay, which place was it?
We have gone. Gone to a trip.
On a trip. Oh, okay, fine.
So,
Did you enjoy the experience?
yes.
Yeah, okay, fine. Good. Good. Yes, Anna Mary.
My mother's house, there is a small river.
Near your mother's house.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you, my dear students. Thank you for sharing. Good.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah?
I saw a wave on my mother's house.
On or near?
Near my mother's house.
Near. Okay. Come on, let's continue. So everybody has understood, right? The meaning of billows is huge waves or large waves. Clear? Okay, fine. Niranjan, unmute. Read the second stanza.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, read the second stanza.
Okay, ma'am. We took a sow and several nails and watered in the nursery pails. And Tom said, let us also take an apple and a slice of cake, which has enough for Tom and me to go sailing on till tea.
To go a sailing on till tea. Okay. Good, Niranjan. You're trying to read it fluently. Yes, very good.
Thank you,
Now, my dear students, welcome. In this stanza, we will try to understand about the different things or equipments which are used by the sailors. Sailors are people who go sailing. You all know it, right? Sailors are people who go sailing. Okay. As we all know, the children are trying to play or they are trying to play sailing as per their imagination. And for that, they took a saw. So, this equipment that you see here is the saw. It is a sharp instrument which is generally used for cutting trees or wood. Have a look at it. This is called a saw. It is a very sharp instrument. It has a very sharp blade and a handle attached to it. It is generally used for cutting trees or wood. They also took several nails. This image that you see here is of the nails. And nails are metallic objects, small metallic objects made of metal, which are used for fixing things or repairing things. When there is some construction or repair work happening at your homes, you must also have seen these nails,
Yes.
right?
I see this.
Nails.
Ma'am.
Yes, yes. So these are called nails. And the children took several nails, that is many nails. Several means many, many. They took several nails with them. They also took water in the nursery pails. My dear students, have a look at this picture here. You can see small buckets, right? These are the nursery pails. So let me inform you, nursery pails means small buckets which are used for playing. What are nursery pails? Small buckets that are used for playing. And Tom said, now we know that this is a play which is being done by two children. So now we know the name of one of them. What is the name of one of them?
Tom.
Tom, yes. Tom said, let us also take an apple and a slice of cake. An apple means how many?
One.
Only one, only one. And a slice of cake. A slice means
Piece of cake.
one slice of cake. And a slice means a piece of cake. Do you remember? Now Christmas is approaching, right?
Yes.
Yes, we will celebrate by cutting cakes. When we cut a cake into different pieces, one piece of the cake is called a slice of cake. Piece or slice of cake are one and the same. Okay? Remember, understood?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So Tom said, let us also take one apple and one piece of cake. That is the meaning of an apple and a slice of cake, which was enough for Tom and me to go a sailing on till tea. Now these children were planning to go sailing only till what time?
Tea time.
Only till what time?
Tea time.
Tea time. Only till tea time. That is around 4 p.m. 4:30 p.m. Right? That is the time that elders have tea and children have milk in the evening. Right? Am I right? Yeah. So they were planning to go sailing, or actually we must use the word play sailing, because these children, are they really going sailing somewhere?
No.
No, they are sailing, but only in their imagination. Only in their imagination. Okay. So my dear students, I hope all of you have understood these two stanzas.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you having any doubts in your mind about these two stanzas?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, fine. Now let us discuss some questions related to these two stanzas. Dear Denny, unmute. What was the ship made of? I want the answers in complete sentences only. Keep that in mind, all of you.
The ship was made of stairs and
No. Read the first stanza of the poem and give me the answer correctly.
an American ray
No need to speak in between, please.
on.
Avoid doing that.
We built a ship upon the stairs, all made of the back bedroom chair.
Yes, I repeat the question. What was the ship made of?
The ship was made of back bedroom chairs.
See, when you read the stanza once again, carefully, you got the answer. Why don't you repeat the answer, Dia? Come on.
The ship was made of back bedroom chairs.
Very good. The ship was made up of the back bedroom chairs. Yeah. Wonderful, dear. Thank you. Ishan, unmute. Read the second question. Second question. In the box, let us discuss.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
I mean my mother.
Okay, no worries, no worries. I will ask you the question. How did the boys carry the water? How did the boys carry the water? Just now we have discussed that. I have explained the meaning of the word used. How did the boys carry the water? He doesn't remember. Niharika, no, don't say that. Please. Yes, Anamika. How did the boys carry the water? Ishan doesn't have the book with him, that is.
The boys carried the water in the nursery pails.
Fantastic. She used the past tense of the word carry also in the answer. Very good. This is the way I want everybody to think and respond. Okay? Yes, the boys carried the water in nursery pails. Nursery pails. Who can tell me the meaning of nursery pails? Nursery pails. Yes, Krishna Raj.
Buckets.
Now tell me clearly.
Nursery.
That is not the way I told you, right?
And the nursery paints are called buckets.
No.
Ma'am,
What kind of buckets? Yes, Suhana.
Four.
Hmm.
Small bucket used for playing.
Very good. Nursery pails means small buckets used for playing. Small buckets used for playing. Yes, good, Suhana. Krishnaraj also gave the answer, but it was an incomplete answer. Okay, Krishnaraj, you understood the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, keep that in mind. Ameya, unmute. Where did remember the words, try to understand the usage of the words in the question. Where did the children build the ship? Ameya, where? Where did the children build the ship? Ameya does not know. Yes, Rida, try.
The children built the ship up on the stairs.
Fantastic. The children built the ship up on the stairs. Very good. Thank you, Rida. Yeah, welcome. Risa Rose, what did the children use to fill up the ship?
The children used to make ship. They use sofa, pillows.
I want you to frame the sentence one more time. I asked you, what did the children use to fill the ship? What did the children use to fill up the ship?
The children used to make.
Why are you saying male and all? Not make. I am asking you only about filling up the ship. Filling up. The children used, what did they use?
Sofa, pillows.
You can add that word there. The children used sofa pillows. Why?
To fill the ship.
To fill up the ship. Yes. Say the answer one more time. Come on. Very good.
The children use sofa pillows to fill up the ship.
Fantastic. Yes. Very good. That's where you need to frame the answer. Okay? Riza, good effort. Thank you. Rashid, tell me, where did the children want to go a-sailing? Where did the children want to go a-sailing? Where did the children want to go a-sailing?
Children go to sail.
I asked you, where did the children want to go a-sailing? So how must you frame the answer? The children wanted.
The children wanted to go sailing on the billows.
Very good. Can you tell me the meaning of billows? Billows means? Billows are?
Large waves.
Yes, billows means large waves. Okay, good effort, Rashid. Thank you. Rex, unmute your device and read the first stanza. Come on.
We built a ship.
Louder.
We built a ship upon the stairs, all made of the
Buck. No. B-A-C-K. Back.
back bedroom chairs and filled it full of sofa pillows to go a sailing on the billows.
Okay. Thank you. Arfin, read the second stanza. Arfin, unmute.
Ma'am,
Read the second stanza.
we took a sail.
A saw. A saw. Not save. Saw.
And several
Nails.
nails and water in the nursery
Tails.
and
Tails.
and Tom said, "Let us also take an
And
apple and a
slice.
slice of cake, which was enough for Tom and me to go
A sailing.
on till
Till. Okay, good. Agnes, unmute. Read the third stanza. Arfin, you need to practice a little more of reading, okay?
We sat around for days and days and had the very best of plays. But Tom fell out and hurt his knee. So there was no one left but me.
Okay, good, Agnes. You're reading very well.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, let me stop sharing. My dear students, I hope all of you have been able to understand the first two stanzas of the poem. Yes? And the meanings of new words in it? Yes? All right. So we will continue with the remaining part of it in the next session. Okay? Thank you very much. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.
Bye.